So binary tree is a hierarchical data structure in which each node can have at most two children. You know the number system, we have the binary number system. Binary stands for base as 2. So when a node is having more than at most two children, at most two means it can have either 0 child or 1 child or otherwise 2 children. So in that case, we can call the tree as binary tree. So the number of child nodes in a binary tree can be either 0 or 1 or 2. And here the child nodes are generally referred to as left child and then right child, because in a binary tree we have at most two children. So we can represent them as left child and then right child. So now you simply observe this. If you see this one, you can see that you can say that we can represent the binary tree by means of a doubly linked list. The reason is this A can be represented as a value field of your doubly linked list. And in case of doubly linked list, we will have two pointers, one in the left direction, another in the right direction. So you can make those two pointers to point to node B and then node C. So binary tree is represented by means of doubly linked list. Okay. So a node in a binary tree contains the following parts. First part is the data part, then pointer to the left child and then pointer to the right child. Pointers are nothing but address of that particular child. Okay. Now coming to the properties of binary trees, we are going to see the important properties here. So the first property of a binary tree is the maximum number of nodes at level L of a binary tree is given by the formula 2 power L. So here we are saying only the maximum number. So it doesn't mean minimum. Minimum will be 0. And maximum we are going to calculate by means of this formula. So let us consider root node, that is level 0. In level 0, we have only the root node, that is only one node. So how to calculate this? Rooted at level 0. So 2 power 0 is nothing but 1. So at level 0, maximum you can write only one node. Similarly, when you go for level 1, since it is a binary tree, the root node can have only two child. So what you will do is you will have only two nodes in level 1. So the formula is 2 power 1 because this is level 1. So it is 2. Similarly, go to the level 2. In level 2, all the nodes in the level 1 can have maximum of two children. So in level 1, we have two nodes. They can have two children for everything. So 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. So in level 2, we have totally 2 power 2, that is 4 nodes. Similarly, in level 3, we have 2 power 3, that is equal to 8 nodes. So this is a maximum number of nodes at any level. And second property of a binary tree is the maximum number of nodes in a binary tree of height h is given by this formula. The previous one is maximum number of nodes in a particular level. But now I am going to give you what is the height of the binary tree. If I ask you how many nodes that tree can have at the maximum, you can use this formula. The formula is 2 power h plus 1 minus 1. Now, if you consider this tree is having the height as 3. What is the reason for 3 is you have to count the leaf node, the longest path. The longest path is all the paths are with the same length only. The number of links in all the path are 3. Okay, so whatever is the length of the longest path, that will be the height of the node. So here, height of the node is 3. So in this tree, how many nodes you can have at the maximum? The formula is 2 power 3 plus 1. 3 is the height. So 2 power 3 plus 1 minus 1. So 2 power 4 minus 1, it is 15. So in the binary tree with the height 3, you can have only maximum of 15 nodes. Minimum nodes are different, but we are seeing only maximum node. So maximum is 15. Right. And the next property is maximum number of leaves in a binary tree of height h. So in this binary tree, if you consider the leaf nodes, these are all the leaf nodes. The node at this particular level are the leaf nodes. So how many leaf nodes you can have at the maximum? Minimum can be 1, but maximum how many leaf nodes you can have? So in this, if the height is h, to find the maximum number of leaf nodes, you have to use the formula 2 power 3 because height is 3. So it is 8. So if you see here, maximum I have 8 nodes at the leaf level. So now we are going to focus on types of binary trees. Actually, there are many types of binary trees, but we are considering 4 types here. So the types of binary trees are, we have full binary tree, then complete binary tree, perfect binary tree, and then degenerate trees. Sometimes we will say we have a binary search tree and other things also, but we are going to focus on these 4 now. So what is a full or strict binary tree? So whenever you say a tree is full or strict binary, it has to obey some rule. That rule is nothing but every node has either 0 or otherwise 2 children. It cannot have one child. It can have either 0 or otherwise 2 children. If it is the case, we will say that tree is a full binary tree. So if you consider here, node A, it is having 2 children, and node B is having 2 children. Node E is also having 2 children. And remaining nodes D, G, H, and C, they are having 0 children. So either notice all the nodes in the tree are having either 0 or otherwise 2 children, then we will say it is a full binary tree. Even if one node does not obey the rule, we will not say it is a full binary tree. For example, you can consider, is this a full binary tree? So in this case, if you observe the tree, the node C is having only one child. So according to the rule of a full binary tree, all the nodes must have either 0 or otherwise 2 children. Since node C is having only one child, we will say it is not a full binary tree. Even though all the remaining nodes are following that rule, one node is not following that rule. So we will say it is not a full binary tree. So the answer is no. The reason is node C is having only one child, which is violating the rule. And then complete binary tree. Complete binary tree is nothing but, you can say a tree is a complete binary tree if all the levels are completely filled except possibly the last level. And in that also there is a restriction. The last level has all the keys as left as possible. So what is the meaning is, so in this tree you can focus, here we have root node at level 0, then we have nodes B and C at level 1, these nodes at level 2, D, E, F and G at level 2, H and I at level 3. So if you consider this, all the levels should be completely filled other than the last level. So what is the last level? This level, that is, this is level 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 is the last level. Other than level 3, all the remaining levels should be filled. That means here in level 1, you must have one node. Yes, you are having that. It is filled. In level 0, you must have one node. It is filled. In level 1, you must have two nodes. It is completely filled. In level 2, you must have 4 nodes. It is also completely filled. In level 3 only, it is not completely filled. You should have 8 nodes, but it is 2 nodes only. So all the nodes remaining other than the last level are completely filled. So it is following the rule. And the second rule is, in the last level, all the keys should be as left as possible. So what is the meaning is, this is the last level. You have 2 keys, H and I. They are in the left direction only. They are connected to node D only. So it is a complete binary tree. Suppose in the same tree, if I simply remove H and I, if I connect them to node E, then I will say that it is not a complete binary tree. The reason is, even though all the levels other than the last level are completely filled, nodes H and I, if they are connected to node E, then they are not left as possible. They must be in the left direction only. But when you connect these two nodes, removing from D, if you connect to DE, then you will say it is not a complete binary tree. So that is the second important point in case of a complete binary tree. The last level should have all the keys as left as possible. So now let us see this particular diagram. Is this a complete binary tree? If you see this one, level 0 is having one node, it is fine. Level 1 is having 2 nodes, that is correct. Level 2 is having 4 nodes, that is also correct. So all the levels other than the last level are completely filled. So it is following the first property. Whereas if you consider the second property, all the nodes in the last level should be as left as possible. That means you see here, H and I, they are in the left direction. That is fine. But you see J and K, they are connected to F. They are not in the left part. Left part means node E is not filled. Without filling node E, we are filling node F. So here we have some space in the left. So we will say that it is not a complete binary tree. So why it is not a complete binary tree is, even though it is following the first property, the second property is violated because node is not completely filled. Before that, we are filling F. Due to that, J and K are not as left as possible. So this is not a complete binary tree. Okay, and the next one is perfect binary tree. Perfect binary tree means when all the interior nodes have two children and all the leaves are at the same level, then you will say that it is a perfect binary tree. So here you can see all the interior nodes. What are the interior nodes here? A, B and C. These three are called as internal nodes or interior nodes. All the interior nodes must have two children. Yes, they are having two children. So it is obeying the first point. And second point is all the leaves are at the same level. So if you see here, I have four leaf nodes, D, E, F and G. They are at the same level. They are at the level 2. Okay, when a tree is obeying these two properties, we can say that it is a perfect binary tree. Now let us consider this diagram. Is this a perfect binary tree? The first point is all the interior nodes must have two children. The interior nodes here are A, it is having two child, and B, it is also having two children. C, it is also having two children. Then D, it is also having two children. First property is satisfied. But what about the second property? The second property here is all the leaves are at the same level. So if you see here the leaf nodes E, F, G, then H and I, they are the leaf nodes. But if you consider E, F and G, they are at level 2, whereas H and I are at level 3. They are not at the same level. So we will say that this is not a perfect binary tree. So the answer is no, because 3 nodes are at level 2 and 2 nodes are at level 3. So they are not at same level. So it is not a perfect binary tree. And coming to the last one, it is called as degenerate tree. Degenerate tree is nothing but a tree in which every internal node has only one child. So you take any internal node, it should have only one child. If a tree is following that property, we will say it is a degenerate tree. So here you consider node A, even though it is the root node, it is having only one child. And you consider node B, it is an internal node, it has only one child. You consider node D, it is not an internal node, it is a leaf node. So don't worry about it will not have any children. So all the internal nodes are having only one child. So we will say that it is a degenerate tree. And here also the same thing is happening. All the internal nodes are having only one child. I is a leaf node, it does not have any children. Then you consider node A, it is the third one. Here also all the internal nodes are having only one child. So we can call these trees as degenerate tree. Now in this there is again special case. We can say in which direction they have the internal nodes. In this diagram, if you see all the nodes, whichever is having children, they are having the children only in the left direction, in the left subtree only. So if you have a tree like this, it is called as left skewed. All the children of a particular node are only in the left subtree. So it is a left skewed. You see this diagram here, all the nodes are having their children only in the right subtree part. So A is having the child in the right part, that is C. Similarly, C is having one child in the right subtree, that is G. G is a leaf node, it does not have any child. So if you see here, this is right skewed. So all the nodes are having their children only in the right subtree. And you consider the diagram in the middle. So A is having child in the left part, B is having child in the left part, whereas node D is having one child in the right direction. So we cannot say this as either left skewed or right skewed. Okay, so all these things are possible in case of a degenerate tree. So the important point here is every internal node will have only one child.